What's up, everybody? It's your girl JayAvereé. I am interviewing our CEO Mujale from Outside Thinc. I am interviewing from Columbus, Ohio. They're based out of Seattle, and I met him on vacation on a family trip, and I was just dancing. Noticed that he was capturing the moment, is what we do, and I wanted to get some of that footage. You know, as artists, we want to see ourselves be great. So, and then he hit me up saying that I would be a great addition to his team. And it's just been history since. Been there for about 3 years. And I'm very excited for the growth that I've had and the opportunities that he has presented to me. Thank you. So, how are you doing this evening? First of all,
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Happy 2025. I can't believe it's been 3 years.
yes.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I
Happy
just share a little bit
2025 to
about that
you.
too? Can I add a little bit about that too? The story of the day we met?
Sure.
Yeah, so
Sure, please.
it's amazing how creativity works and that seeing people's energy and really vibing with them. Uh, it's been a growing experience from that time. So I've seen the growth in you and I've loved how you've developed as not just all around creative, but also a person too, from challenges to life, but still keeping resilient, through it all. So appreciate you and
Yes.
happy to keep it going.
Absolutely, absolutely. And thank you all for being with us at our first episode of Zoom In.
Oh, yeah.
So
Cool.
I want to go ahead and get right in there. I do the social media management for the company and the newsletters as well. And as we expand, I'm also the interviewer, and I help think about things. And we're very innovative. It's one of our values. So let's get right into it. So who are you? What are some of the things that you do? What makes you you?
Yeah, besides the founder and CEO of Outside Think, and with our tagline, thinking outside the box, and yeah, because creativity and imagination cannot be contained inside a box. So thinking with a C, capital C for creativity is what we
Mhm.
do. But really,
Got it.
my journey started at the age of 3 when I saw my dad drawing a drawing, and through that, I wanted to pick up the pencil and draw as well. And I used to copy all his drawings until I started looking around me and started drawing myself from the things not just that I saw on his paper, but the things I saw around me. And that's how I was able to
Beautiful.
build myself, but not only build myself, but also challenge myself to think outside the box and put myself into worlds that were impossible in real life, but possible through my imagination.
You go. It's how you manifest things. That's what creativity is. You see a blank canvas and your mind sees it there, and then your hand makes it there. Shout out to the dads out there. You guys make a difference. You know what I'm saying? It could result in companies that are national and soon to be international. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. So what are some of your creative values that drive you and motivate you?
Yeah, so just even from my journey, I said as I started at 3, and being born in Zambia, Africa, and using some of my skill sets and building some of my skill sets around drawing and painting, and some of my memories came from that as well. So with that too, I was able to establish a value system of creativity. Coming to America, I used to draw a lot too, not just for fun, but also a sense of like meditation, um, building, sense of talking with folks, networking. So really used it in many ways. And through that, I was able to surround myself with a bunch of creatives. So really with that, creating that system and that network, I was able to also build that community. So that's really a lot of my values stand around not just challenging the norm, not just challenging the norm, but being exceptional in your craft.
There you go. Be authentic, be yourself, and still be on top and bring everybody with you. That's perfect. You can do it all at the same time. And I want to let you guys know this man has it all at the same time. He's juggling a lot and it makes it look easy. So if you could do it, you could do it.
Right.
Don't lower the bar for yourself. You guys can do it by being yourself. So that's awesome. Thank you for that. So how did Outside Think get started?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Can you tell me a little bit about
So,
that? Yeah.
yep, just through that background of drawing and painting, really around the age of 18, going into college, I was looking for folks to take pictures of my art. So I couldn't really find anybody to do it. So going to school, I started doing myself, getting into photography classes and commercial arts. Then I saw a lot of my friends needed the exact same service I needed. Some of them were musicians trying to do their CD covers. So I used to do album covers for my friends. Shout out to all the musicians out there doing their things. And also,
Yes.
yeah, from all the people around me, all the artists that needed help, I saw it as a way for me not just help myself, but help them as well. And through growing
Mhm.
with the community and providing those services, I also saw folks coming before after me, and before me, and that pipeline was something that I was really envisioning as well. So how does it take something that took me 10 years? How do I help somebody do it in 5 years? So through all that, started Outside Think and in hopes of using it as a vehicle. It started as for artists by artists, but it's expanded since then to helping all types of entrepreneurs and creatives.
Oh, I love that. Yes. Oh, the world needs it. We are shifting into a time where we have to be right brand. We have to be ourselves in order to break barriers and structures. So it's really important that we are growing at the time. Thank you for being born at the time you were. The
Thank you.
world would thank you.
Thanks to
That's so
my mom and
great.
dad
Thank you for
too.
sharing that. Yes, thank you, mom and dad, and dad especially for painting that and giving him, and you for being that space to see that happen at that one moment. Just amazing,
Yeah,
amazing.
and with that too,
So,
one thing about that too,
no,
'cause, yeah, shout out to my mom too, because yeah, my dad was a very creative artist, but also my mom taught me the value of business and also like, making sure that your stuff is on point, making sure that I can run a business. So a lot of my business tools and day-to-days I got from my mom, and then my creativity definitely got from my dad. So,
beautiful. Same with me. Like my dad is the logical and my mom is the creative and spiritual and like
oh,
the perfect mixture of both. It's
I love
probably
it.
why we click so well. So
Right.
it's perfect. That's great. Perfect yin yang. Okay. Nice. Okay. So question, what does creative empowerment mean to you? And how is it exemplified throughout OST?
Yeah, so creative empowerment means a lot of things to me. So, but the major thing is being able to have that ability to think outside the norm, as in the sense, hence in the name Outside Think. So with that, it's almost like a superpower to me. And with that too, I can instill that superpower and to create value, and with that value, create community. So that's really the main thing that I love about creativity and what really empowers me to do what I do.
Bringing people together because love is all and love is everything. And love is the only thing. And we need each other for real. So that's great too. Yeah. So how did you officially get involved in the community? So how did it come from a thought of the business? And how did you really start catching traction within your community to where you started getting noticed and started expanding even more?
Yeah, and that's that journey too. And with even the ability to think creatively, like it's about foundation and layers and adding on top of layers and layers. So I was introduced to this community as a teaching artist through Africa Town and my friend Y King. I
Shout out
actually
to White King.
yeah, shout out Y King, Africa Town, and community. So I was actually hired to help with a hip hop conference. I did some media and some posters, but then through that, my boss at the time was like, because I was going to Seattle Central and also working in the in cab activities,
Busy.
so helping with a lot of events. So,
Always busy.
right,
Always busy.
yeah, I was always grinding. Yeah, I was doing the graphic design thing at that point of time. But through that, I was connected with the White King, and he's like, "You're an artist, you're doing your thing. Come and help teach the youth." So I was introduced to the Emoja Peace Center at the time, and through that, I started teaching the youth, and that's really when I understood the value of creating that system where people coming behind you from the youth and everybody, they gotta also have that pathway. So that's how I was able to build those values of pathways and creating that way. So that's how I was introduced to the community through teaching artists and giving them my time. And then also designing, did some of the Africatown logos, did a bunch of stuff in the community. But I always put a template together where I could teach folks as well to build.
That's the part. That's the part.
Mhm.
Because what is knowledge if you can't give it to someone else?
Yeah.
You got to keep giving. It's your
Yeah. Really.
legacy, right?
Yeah, and really think about it now. Even today, where Outside Think is right now, where we're at a place where
Mhm.
now we're building brands, really has that spirit and energy of building and creating value and creating as a community. So as we grow and we implement tools to grow, our community grows with us. So that's why I love, the
It's
how it keeps
expanding
expanding and growing.
so fast. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, we've come so far in just 3 years of me working with you. Oh my gosh. Amazing, amazing. It's coming together.
But
So,
um,
oh my gosh. So, okay, it's the new year. What are future plans for OST in general and specifically just this year?
yeah,
What
so
do you see?
hey, I love that question. And this is something that I've really been thinking about a lot. Because last
Mhm.
year we established a lot of foundations, and
Mhm.
this year is really about building on top of those foundations. Last year we established the tagline "We Build Brands," and really wanted to focus because before in OST there's been different stages of OST. We started off
Mhm.
as for artists by artists, mostly focusing on photos and videos and design work and
Mhm.
individual projects. But then we started going more into more of a holistic 360 approach where it was more of a full service type approach. Because we were seeing a lot of folks as, when we were creating videos and photos, a lot of folks were loving the work and they were spreading the work, but it wasn't really seeing all the results because we weren't able to maximize the full potential of the art because we only had little pieces of it. So
Right.
this new approach of holistic 360, we've really been able to put more of a team together and create more of a foundation and really build a platform where we can take folks to the next level as we're building ourselves. So really
That's
in
awesome.
2025, we're taking a lot of the work we've done, we're consolidating it, we've put a bunch of stuff on the website, and we've created a space for a lot of the folks we're working with to be able to work with us on that space, collaborate and grow together, work more efficiently, work more effectively, and build.
Here you go. Get the motors rolling. Get them
Right.
turning.
Hmm.
Yes, let's build, let's build, let's build. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any personal resolutions for 2025?
Yeah. There's a couple. So one, I have my coloring book that I released a couple years ago, but I really want to build on that and use that as a tool too to keep teaching the youth. Um,
Wait a minute. Let me get this clear. You are
yep.
creating a coloring book for children?
Yes. So with that, yeah, color
Oh,
book, it hits people on multiple levels. One, it
okay.
also teaches you fundamentals of drawing and painting. It teaches you color theory and teaches you how to draw. Some of you can draw within the lines. Some people like to draw outside the lines, but either way, you're gonna learn the fundamentals of all that stuff. And then with that too, a bunch of my creative projects I want to start doing too is using some of those coloring books as tools to be able to create murals as well and be able to have people come out and create murals with me. So a lot of engaging with folks, a lot of collaborative type projects, and a lot of yeah, creating experience and creating community across the board.
That's a surprise to me, y'all. I didn't know that my boss was out here making coloring books for kids.
Yeah, you gotta
That's
do
cool.
it.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness, what a great start to 2025. Thank you for being the best boss, CEO, brother ever, and just having the vision for us all, even those that don't. You are able to carry us, especially me, because I'm an emotional person. And he's been very patient with me through my journey. Thank you. So that does mean a lot. Like I am full-time OST. It's my life. Like it's been the most consistent thing. So I owe it all to Outside Think. And it just the values of Outside Think are the values of me and my artistry. And I'm all about authenticity and being yourself too. So yeah. Do you have any advice or last words?
Yeah, so I guess
Last
the last
remarks?
words I have is really shout out to not just you, but also the people on our team that make up OST, because definitely could not
Mhm.
do this without y'all. Y'all are inspiring and y'all driving me every day. So from challenges, that we have, from life that happens, we keep coming together, we keep thriving, we keep surviving. And that's part of putting into the pot, putting into the recipe and really baking. So I'm excited for
Bacon.
yeah, the creative. So with Outside Think, we don't just deal with brands, we deal with creatives as well. So and entrepreneurs and really
Mhm.
community. So really community focused. And I'm excited to keep growing with the folks around us because as I like learning from the people I'm trying to teach. So with that too, that's how it works, whenever yeah, whenever we get to a place, where I love getting to a place where my cup is full and overflowing and pouring into folks and having
Say
them
that.
around me. And I feel like,
Mhm.
now I'm starting to get excited now because I'm imagining
Good. Feel
possibilities.
that.
And
Let it
yeah,
build.
yeah, I believe this is the right time and moment where I feel like we're living in a renaissance right now with all the energies
Mhm.
and all the opportunities coming together, with our team
Manifest.
growing, with just things that happen in the community. And yeah, 2025 is our year to grow.
Hmm. And that's the difference, everyone, between a boss and a leader. You know how to follow and lead at the same time. It's a give and take. So that's great. Now you mastered that. It exists, y'all. I don't want any excuses. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to the first episode of Zoom In by Outside Think. I am JayAvereé interviewing Mujale. Happy New Year, and we will see you next time when we do a recap of 2024.